Right now, live at 5.
State lawmakers weigh in on what Minnesota's huge budget surplus could mean for you.
Plus, a COVID surge across Wisconsin is pushing hospitals to their limits. And the jury is seated and opening statements have began in former officer Kim Potter's trial in the death of Dante Wright.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Vaki. Briggs is on assignment tonight. What to do with more than $7 billion? That's the big question floating around Minnesota right now, a day after the state announced its much bigger than expected projected budget surplus. CBS3's Quinn Gorham sat down with some of our Northland lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. And Quinn, how do they want these dollars spent?
Well, Kristen, while Republican and Democrat state lawmakers have different programs in mind for how they want the money to be used, their goal is ultimately the same. They say the surplus should be used to benefit the average Minnesotan. State Senator Jason Rarick represents the Carlton and Pine County areas, while Senator Jen McEwen represents Duluth. They both believe money from the budget surplus could go toward relieving taxes on middle-class to lower-class Minnesotans. Rarick, a Republican, says a number of budget surpluses in a row make it clear the state is capable of doing something like that. And according to McEwen, a DFLer, that group suffered during the pandemic, and they should benefit from the budget surplus their spending helped create.
And so to have a budget surplus like this, I think tells us that some people in our economy were able to do well through the pandemic. It also tells us we have not been spending where we need to be spending in order to care for all of the people in our community.
While McEwen believes investing in social programs are the best way to do that, Rarick is more focused on solving labor force shortages by funding training and workforce education programs.
Some training programs, we have worker shortages, and if we can invest some money into training, that would help some of the hardworking people that maybe want to move from one career to another or, step up.
Eric believes despite the surplus, many small businesses and rural communities have struggled through the pandemic, something he and McEwen hope to solve. McEwen added this large surplus shows pandemic restrictions may not have had as big of an impact on the economy as some claim. Interestingly, Rarick countered many state Republicans' feelings on that, conceding that this surplus did diminish some, not all, of his concerns on that.
Certainly something we will continue to follow. Thank you, Quinn. And we'll have details on specific programs state lawmakers want the money to go toward coming up at 6. Today, Pfizer announced its booster shot increases protection against the Omicron variant 25-fold compared to just receiving the initial 2 doses. The news comes as about 25% of vaccinated adults in the U.S. have received their COVID-19 booster. That's about 48 million people, according to the CDC. However, more than 144 million adults are eligible for a booster. The CDC recommends boosters for adults 6 months after they received a second dose of Moderna or Pfizer. For those who got the 1-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine, a booster is recommended after 2 months. Wisconsin hospitals say they are full as the state takes steps to help staff stretched thin. Health leaders say 270 healthcare facilities have asked for staffing help. Now they're asking medical reserve teams from the federal government to respond. 97% of ICU beds in Wisconsin are full. More than 1,600 people are hospitalized with COVID. That's an increase of more than 200 in just the last week. Governor Tony Evers says everyone needs to do their part to slow the spread and take pressure off healthcare workers.
And just as we have throughout the pandemic, we need to be doing everything we can to help support them, lighten their burden, and ensure that they can stay healthy and safe to do their jobs.
The state is encouraging everyone to wear masks when they are inside public places and get vaccinated to slow the spread and help healthcare workers. Meanwhile, Governor Tim Walz launched a new campaign called Celebrate Safely Minnesota. It aims to keep people safe and slow the spread of COVID over the holiday season. The campaign is a coordinated effort to get people access to testing, vaccines, and boosters. Walz says everyone should do their part to make sure they are healthy before attending holiday gatherings. Today, jurors heard opening statements in the trial of a former Brooklyn Center police officer who shot and killed a black motorist. Kim Potter is facing first and second-degree manslaughter charges for shooting and killing Dante Wright during a traffic stop in April after mistaking her gun for a taser. Jurors heard starkly different versions of the events that occurred. Potter's defense claims all Wright had to do that day was surrender to police due to the warrant that was out for his arrest.
The language was direct, it was clear, it was unmistakable, and all Mr. Wright had to do was stop.
Meanwhile, the prosecution argued Potter violated her training and her 26 years of experience as a police officer.
This case is about an officer who knew not to get it dead wrong, but she failed to get it right.
Eldridge added Potter carried her weapons the same way every day. Taser on the left, firearm on the right, the gun on her dominant side. Authorities are still searching for a missing Grand Lake Township man tonight. They've been combing the area near William Terry's home on Mungershaw Road since Monday when he was first reported missing. The 60-year-old was last seen on November 27th. He's white, 6'1", 205 pounds, with shoulder-length brown hair and a beard. If you know where he might be, please call 911. Well, Dave joins us now for a first check of the weather. Dave, compared to Monday, yesterday felt warmer and today felt even warmer.
And there's a warm front coming, and that's going to really boost temperatures up, at least for the short term, then maybe fall back a little bit by the weekend, and then perk up next week to much warmer than normal conditions. Well, let's get a look at the upper Midwest here. We've got an Alberta clipper coming our way. It is indeed leading with its warm front. So temperatures will go up and chances for snow go up as well. Most of us really just getting light stuff tomorrow, but winter weather advisory in effect for Cook County tomorrow morning and throughout the day means folks there, just like the last storm we got, will get more than everybody else. We'll talk about snow totals in just a little bit, but the winter weather advisory will run for Cook County tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, till about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And folks there could get about 4+ inches of snow. The rest of us will get less than that. So here's a look at our short-term forecast tonight. It's a 30% chance for that clipper to bring the snow along, and it bumps up towards 60% for Thursday. By Friday, we start to dry up, and I'll talk about for how long we'll do that coming up in a couple more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a business owner in Virginia announced she is retiring. More on when the store will close its doors as we take you around the Northland right after the break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center.
What lies inside all of us is more than data, it's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. And it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Eric Paulson here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Reliable starts here at Interstate Battery in Superior, Wisconsin. Shop our wide variety of car, AAA, phone, key, and sealed lead-acid batteries. Find the right battery right away with the help of our expert staff. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
What did you do? I finally did what I set out to do all those years ago. It's been you this whole time. Oh, it gets so much better.
Ah, here we go.
I've won! I finally won! Who's faster now?
The Flash Armageddon. 5-episode event continues tonight at 8/7 Central, only on the CW. If you
love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Your family traditions, culture, and stories are your legacy. So is your health history. Join the All of Us research program and share your health information. Through research, your legacy can help build a healthier future for all of us.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain tonight. The ski hill may soon receive $1.2 million in improvement money. The money would come from the Greater Minnesota Regional Parks and Trails Commission, but the grant still needs to be approved by the state legislature. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in just a couple of minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. A public meeting on the future of the Blotnick Bridge here in the Twin Ports, and the search is on for a new sheriff in Gogebic County. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start in Virginia tonight, where a local small business has announced they will be closing their doors next month. Sherry Kinkle of Material Girl Fabric and Crafts announced yesterday she will be retiring in January. She bought the store in July of 2010 and after 11 years wants to say thank you to the community for their support. The store will be closed for 2 weeks around the holidays, and then it will be sales galore to round out January. Next, we head back here to the Twin Ports, where MnDOT and WisDOT will be hosting a public meeting tomorrow to discuss the future of the Blotnick Bridge. The bridge was built in 1961, and both departments have it listed as their highest priority structure at risk of service interruption. The meeting will be held at 6 p.m. virtually, and for those unable to attend, a recording will be posted afterwards. We will have a link to the project details on our website. And we wrap up in Gogebic County tonight, where they have started to look for a new sheriff. In November, Sheriff Pete Matinich announced he will be retiring at the end of this year after 11 years as sheriff and nearly 35 years of service to the county. Applications for the sheriff's role are open through this Friday, December 10th. The election process will be held in the 2022 election cycle next fall. An appointment committee will look through the applicants next Wednesday. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. And still to come on Live at 5, how a love of community and the season of giving has a Twin Ports group coming together to spread holiday cheer. Details on that in just a few minutes.
It's interesting that Kristen mentioned the Blotnick Bridge because 60 years ago today, December 8th, 1961, that's when it opened for the first time. Well, December 8th, 2021, we had a high temp of only 18 degrees. The normal is 27. Tomorrow we could meet or beat that by a couple of degrees. Will that be a trend or just a blip? We'll eye up the 7-day forecast together to figure that out. Coming up in a few more minutes.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free, no one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
For those who move, celebrate, help, create, dream, for all of us, there is a higher standard of orthopedic care in the Northland, and only one medical center has reached it. Memorial Medical Center in Ashland, the only medical center in the Northland to receive the Orthopedic Center of Excellence designation from DNV. Right here in the place we love.
Shop local this holiday season in Bayfield. You'll find a number of unique gift items at one of our locally owned galleries, bookstores, and gift shops. Plan your dream winter getaway in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Windseeker Rentals provides an unparalleled vacation experience through its unique collection of thoughtfully curated properties. Special offer: stay 3 nights and save 20% off your booking with code WINTER20.
Stay merry and bright with White Winter Winery Spirits. Warm up this winter solstice with gifts and our selection of award-winning meads. Visit our tasting room today or shop online at whitewinter.com.
Visit bayfield.org for a list of holiday events.
How one Twin Ports group is making sure everyone has gifts under their tree this holiday season.
We talked to state lawmakers about Minnesota's huge budget surplus and what it could mean for you.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3. Stay connected to live local CBS3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories. Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
An Alberta clipper is coming our way, and for most of us it means really just light snow to the tune of an inch or two through Thursday. But just like our last system, it seems that the lakeside communities there in Cook County, Minnesota will get it a little bit heavier. So winter weather advisory will be in effect for that zone, the lake shoreline of Cook County, from 4 o'clock tomorrow morning till 10 o'clock tomorrow night. And I'll show you a chart of how much snow could come down in just a bit. But right now we start with a look at the current conditions. At the airport in Duluth, the relative humidity is 77%. We have a southeasterly wind 7 miles per hour. That southerly wind will help bump temperatures up just a little bit. And our air pressure is Midland right now at 29.96, but should fall down as the clipper comes by with its low pressure system. All right, current temperatures. A little bit cool right now in the Upper Peninsula, only 15 for Ironwood. Northern Wisconsin, we're running generally from 18 to 20, so narrow range there. Current temperatures in Minnesota are as cool as 9 above up the Gunflint Trail, as warm as 21 down towards Moose Lake. And these temperatures do seem cool, all right, and they could drop a few degrees till about 8 o'clock tonight. But then that advancing warm front coming our way is going to send temperatures back up again, and they'll be a little bit milder come tomorrow. Doppler satellite map right now shows snow from the system starting to enter western parts of Minnesota, and nothing really getting into much of the rest of the region right now, like the UP, northern Wisconsin, or even the heart of Minnesota. It's more over towards the fringe of Minnesota with the Dakotas seeing any light snow showers right now. But that clipper is coming our way, again, leading with its warm front and trailing with its cool front. So we'll warm up for Thursday, Friday, cool down a hair again once we get into Saturday. But again, on Sunday, then a real warm spell comes that could conquer us for several days next week, and we'll show you those days in just a bit. But right now, we show you the snow estimate from the clipper. Through tomorrow night, I'm thinking most of us will run about 1 to 3 inches. Up the North Shore, though, that's where it could be a little bit heavier, going about 2 to 4 plus, perhaps, for folks in Cook County. Now, we get a look at the 7-day forecast after this look, or that quick look, at what was coming up for Friday. Friday, we go back to a mostly cloudy sky as the low leaves, but it'll be dry conditions. Tonight, 30% snow chance in Minnesota, with low temps at least briefly going a range of 15 to 25 before warming up again. Wisconsin and Michigan low temps, they'll be about 18 to 21. We all get a 30% chance for snow as that warm front and low pressure system get closer to the region. For tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, 70% chance for that 1 or 2 inches of snow. High temps around 31 to 33. Minnesota's chance for the precip is 60%. And again, 1 to 2 inches for most towns, though for North Shore there, especially Cook County, could be heavier, up towards 4 inches or so. High temps Minnesota tomorrow, 28 to 34. Then, as I mentioned, come Friday and Saturday, well, 20s. That's not so bad. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, look at that, 35 to 40 degrees, sunny to start, so it looks like a decent weekend, Kristen, followed by our next chance for a rain-snow mix, which may be with us next Wednesday. And a mix makes sense when it's going to hit 40 after a low of 30.
You know, getting that dumping of snow and now seeing those warm temperatures, you can actually get out and enjoy it, which will be wonderful.
Yeah, on the weekend we should split the difference. It's not bitterly cold, but not super warm.
Yeah.
Many skiers may be out trying to check things out.
I think so. Thanks, Dave. It's the season of giving, and this year a Twin Ports Social Club is stepping up to make sure every family has presents under the tree. But as CBS 3's Natalie Grant shares, they still need your help to make it happen.
Empowering women while giving back to their community. That's the goal of the Twin Ports Social Club Border Town Betties.
So we raise money for local food shelves or local domestic abuse shelters. And a lot of times we just get together and have fun and empower each other and uplift members of our community.
Started back in 2019 by President Becky Scherf, it was a way to combine public service with a shared love for vintage pinup fashion.
I realized I wasn't the only one who thought it was cool, so why not bring it to the Twin Ports so more women can come together and do this kind of thing.
And during the season of giving, they're stepping up to help. This year, the Bettys are making sure that everyone has a gift to open over the holidays.
We wanted to do an event this holiday season that was different than the typical toy drive.
This year, the Bettys are sponsoring 4 families through Duluth's Damiano Center who need a little extra help over the holidays. They will be taking the family shopping for whatever they need to make the season special, something they say is different from most other toy drives.
A lot of people feel shame when they have to ask for help or when things are given to them, where we want to give the dignity back, where they're the ones buying the presents. They're the ones that get to pick it out because they know their children better than anybody else.
Whether it's presents, cleaning supplies, or a home-cooked meal, everyone's holiday looks a little different. And the Bettys are happy to bring a little joy where it's needed most.
Everyone has a unique story, and everybody needs some kind of help or support at some time in their lives, where if we can be that help when they need it, that's what we want to do.
The Bettys say they are about $1,000 away from their fundraising goal before taking the family shopping next week. If you would like to donate to the cause, we have information on our website. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies here in Duluth. This is Morticia. She is a 4-year-old cat looking for a new loving home. Our friends at the shelter tell us she is calm and sweet, and she prefers a home with older company and plenty of snuggles. Her favorite hobby is naps. I can understand that. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Morticia, I just love that name, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, Instagram's CEO was in the hot seat today as a Senate panel investigates the platform's potentially negative impacts on users. Details after the break.
Sometimes the journey is the greatest gift of all. Get there with Frost River.
Ring in 2022 with the biggest cash bash of the year. New Year's Eve hot seats and drawings at Black Bear Casino Resort. On New Year's Eve from 5 p.m. until 2 a.m., New Year's morning, 2 hot seat players each hour will win up to $1,000 cash. And 5 drawings each hour will start the new year off right for the lucky winners with up to $10,000 cash. That's 70 winners for a grand total of over $75,000 cash. Earn entry starting December 26th. Visit BlackBearCasinoResort.com for more information and make the Bear your place to ring in 2022.
In my family, buying a real Christmas tree is a family tradition. Buying a Minnesota tree is good for the environment and our economy. This year, go green and get real with the Minnesota-grown Christmas tree. Find your tree farm or lot at minnesotagrown.com.
Northwest Outlet is #1 when it comes to kids' winter clothing from the North Face and Columbia. Shopping Northwest Outlet for kids is a pleasure because they carry everything to keep them warm and dry in sizes infant to extra large for you. Jackets, winter coats, snow pants, bibs, mitts, gloves, hats, and smart wool socks, and winter boots from Kamek and Baffin and more. So keep the kids warm and dry this winter with the best from the North Face and Columbia. Shop Northwest Outlet, the children's winter clothing store. 1814 Belknap Superior, the store that saves you more.
Menards has the tools you need to complete your projects, stocked and ready to go. Known for innovative designs and affordable prices, Works provides the power and ease you need to get the job done right. Like this Works 20-volt cordless drill and driver. They're lightweight and includes a lithium-ion battery and charger. This drill and driver kit is $69.99 after rebate. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
There's excitement in the air around downtown Duluth.
The Duluth Area Family YMCA is here for good.
The YMCA just isn't about coming to the gym or playing basketball. It's also about learning and growing as a community as a whole.
Purchase a 3-month adult membership for $150 and receive 2 personal training sessions and 2 7-day guest passes for free.
Tisher Gallery has moved to Canal Park, featuring award-winning images of the Lake Superior region. We have artwork for every home and business. Tisher Gallery. Take a piece of the North Shore home.
Eyesight is one of our most important senses. That's why our doctors at St. Luke's Eye Care will compassionately guide you to solutions for all of your vision needs. Our team sees patients of all ages with a variety of concerns. Check out St. Luke's Eye Care at one of its convenient locations, including downtown Duluth.
Shop locally and share the gifts of downtown Duluth this holiday season.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Instagram's CEO was called to Capitol Hill today to testify before a Senate panel investigating the platform's potentially negative impacts on teen users. Instagram says it's stepping up efforts to keep kids safe, but some lawmakers say those measures fall short. CBS's Michael George reports from New York.
We all want teens to be safe online.
Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri told senators keeping teen users safe goes beyond just his company.
This is an industry-wide challenge and requires industry-wide solutions and industry-wide standards.
An industry body setting standards is not the same as an independent one.
Mosseri says Instagram is already creating age-appropriate experiences for young users and supporting teens who may be struggling. Ahead of the hearing, the platform launched new safety features, including updated parental controls and reminders for teens to take breaks. Lawmakers were critical.
The middle of the night is when you drop news that you don't want people to see.
They could have been announced years ago. They weren't. And in fact, these changes fall way short.
The hearing comes just months after a Facebook whistleblower turned over internal documents appearing to show the social media company was aware Instagram may cause depression and anxiety, especially for some teenage girls.
I think it does create some kind of insecurity within teenagers, making them feel like, they don't look a certain way.
Social media providers have to be responsible, but parents also have to have supervisory responsibility.
Lawmakers are drafting legislation to include privacy rules for children and teens and require social media apps to be more transparent. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Instagram's new parental controls are set to launch in March. Just yesterday, the Surgeon General issued a report on the harmful effects of social media and gaming on young people.
Coming up on this busy news day, Eye on America, what one police department is doing to reduce crime and build trust in the community it serves. Plus, following up on a CBS News investigation, the Army gives the Purple Heart to 39 soldiers with brain injuries after last year's Iranian missile strike. And the father-daughter duo on a mission to find new homes for victims of California wildfires. That's all coming up here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
Don't be fooled. Not all internet is created equal. At Mediacom, we have an incredibly advanced fiber-rich network. We don't just advertise fast speeds, we're proven to over-deliver on them. So you get more than what you pay for. And unlike many providers, we have hundreds of people who constantly monitor our network to keep you connected and protected. So let's talk. Switch to Extreme Internet 100 for only $34.99 a month for a year. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Hi, Russell Nicolay, Nicolay Law Office. If you've been seriously injured, we can help. For the last 14 years, my office has been helping folks like you and holding insurance companies accountable. My award-winning legal team can help you and your family. Remember, if you've been injured, get Nicolay. We win or you don't pay.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Stay connected to live local CBS3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we heard from local lawmakers about the state's billion-dollar surplus. Those on both sides of the aisle say the money could go toward relieving taxes on middle to lower-class Minnesotans. And tonight at 6, while local officials haven't seen a rise in school-related threats in our region, they are continuing to monitor tips they do get. Tonight, they walk us through how they process information and how they plan to keep kids safe tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.